Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
Our poll question is up at KZOZ.com as well, SurfNet Communications. You know, I was looking at it. And
about yesterday's donuts,
and it looked like the number one vote getter was old-fashioned donuts. Yeah, all right. 28.5% of people.
Tradition. That's all about tradition with the old-fashioned.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my son is so boring. Like, I don't know what it is about my son. He just does not like the over-the-top stuff. Like, he hates cupcakes. If he eats a cupcake, you know what he does? He eats the bottom of the cupcake. He doesn't eat the top. Like the part where every kid eats, where the frosting is. Nope.
He doesn't like frosting?
No, he takes the wrapper off, eats the bottom, holds it by the frosting so he gets super messy, and then throws the frosting away. Favorite donut? Old fashioned. It's so funny. I mean, I'm proud of him for that because it's nice because he doesn't get pumped full of sugar. But it's so funny. Like,
have you ever had him try the Bismarck?
He would hate it. He would hate the Bismarck. I know this. Like the other day, I had to make him cinnamon rolls. And you know when you make the cinnamon rolls in the oven? So I made them cinnamon rolls the other day. And it comes with like a little packet of frosting.
Icing. Yeah.
And then after they're done, you put the frosting on.
The icing, yeah.
And it melts and it makes a nice little glaze.
He doesn't like that?
He's like, don't put frosting on mine.
What?
So he's got one dry-ass cinnamon roll just sitting there.
I love it. Such a weird kid. Such a weird kid. So cool, though. Does he like raisins on his...
No, God, no.
Oh,
no. Nobody likes raisins in their cinnamon rolls.
Normal thing
Stop
to do.
doing it, okay? I mean, I think we have enough research to prove that nobody likes raisins in their cinnamon rolls, or at least enough people don't like raisins in their cinnamon rolls to stop making it a standardized thing. Because a lot of places make it a standardized thing, and nobody likes that. It's very old-fashioned. Not to say that old-fashioned donuts are great, but the cinnamon rolls with the raisins, I mean, it's like you're biting into a bug inside of there or something. It's gross.
We were asking people yesterday, what's the best donut shop? So, I mean, because actually somebody wrote in and says, where's the best donuts? And there are so many options. You can go over to our Facebook page at Jeff and Jeremy, cruise down a couple posts, and you'll find that. And Slowdoco, right? Is that what they call it? Slow Donut Company. They're on there. Twisted is on there. Sunshine Donuts.
Twisted and Glazed. They are so artistic with their donuts. It is amazing what they put little scenes on their donuts.
Lon boy, Kevin.
It is so cool.
He wrote in Winchell's Donuts. I remember Winchell's as a kid. I didn't even know there's one around here.
There's not, but they're down in L.A. still.
Krispy Kreme in Santa Maria. Still, but you really get one donut there, right? You get the glaze.
The Krispy Kreme donut, I think, is so overrated. I do. I really do. Like, when you look at it versus another glazed donut, like, it's smaller and
I would disagree.
And mass.
It's like every time you take a bite, it just melts in your mouth like cotton candy. So good.
I think it's too sugary, man. The Krispy Kreme donuts?
Yeah, I do too. It gives you a toothache immediately. It's too sugary, and it doesn't.
More for me.
The sugar to actual donut ratio it doesn't work. Like, you need a lot of dough to a little bit of sugar. Theirs is almost like a 40-60 split, which
very
is
light dough,
which is way too heavy.
Very light dough
for a split.
But for somebody who likes a cakey donut, I get that because you want that substance in there.
Things we didn't get to in hashtag form with Jeff and Jeremy in the morning.
It's a great quote from Cameron just as the song ended. Some people just deserve to be effed with. Hashtag that out. I agree, Camo. Let's see here. Oh, check this out, guys. Hashtag reunion. You might like this.
There has been some chatter. There's no specific timetable for anything or no specific plans, but it's a possibility down the road. We'll just kind of let it play out naturally and see what happens.
I'll tell you right now, that is a guy from a band.
Why don't you just tell us who it is?
Well, I want you to guess. Who do you think would be getting back together? It's been talked about. Nothing's
Van
set in
Halen.
stone yet.
I don't think Van Halen's going to be getting back together.
You're just really, you know what, Cameron?
No, but there, you know what?
Cameron,
to Cameron's credit,
you couldn't have picked a worse.
No, but
choice.
To Cameron's credit, there was talk, and Wolfgang got really mad.
Well, it was a rumor, but who's gonna? Yeah,
because people were talking about, like, in fan groups and stuff like that, saying that they were going to get back together, and that Michael Anthony was going to take the place of Eddie Van Halen in the reunion, and he was like, "No, nobody's ever talked about that at all." And it's very disrespectful and insensitive in order for you guys to talk about that. So Wolfgang Van Halen would think that you're very insensitive for even bringing it up, Cameron.
Yeah, we're talking.
I do think it would be an extremely bad idea for them to do that, especially so soon after the passing.
Yeah. I'm going to say that was probably, I don't know, somebody from Motley Crue, even though they were planning on getting back together last year and doing a big tour, except for COVID shattered those dreams.
Even better. It's Creed.
Oh, sweet.
It's Creed? Scott, stop, please.
Would you rather see Nickelback or Creed get back together? Don't say neither.
I think Nickelback is together. It's this get back together thing. They've never broken up.
Okay, I'm sorry. I mean, would you rather see them if you could see either band at the Mid-State Fair in 2021?
Oh, Nickelback for sure.
Over Creed?
Yeah, Creed is garbage.
I think so too.
I mean,
agree.
not that Nickelback's not garbage, but I actually can tap my toes to some Nickelback songs, and have been known to do so in the past.
You come in with arms wide open, Jeff?
Yeah, when it comes to Nickelback, but not Creed.
Willie wrote in Kiss. Kiss is still together. They were doing their final tour when the COVID hit. I believe they're going to finish that when they can start going to concerts.
Is there going to be enough venues for everybody to get back out on the road? Because sometimes people take a year off.
I would hope they would just play small venues
next year. Let's just say it happens in the spring, okay? Let's just say in the spring, they're like, okay, we're going to start doing concerts again. Every artist in the world is going to be chomping at the bit to get into a venue. And it's going to be like, we don't have enough venues to support the artists. What are we going to do? I swear, if it happens this season, Vina Robles is going to go off. It's going to be a great music venue. Because what's going to happen is...
We should be able to get a lot of music venues together if we had to in a pinch.
A lot of the metropolitan areas are going to get the big acts, right? But in California, it's going to be a little bit different. Because California is very restrictive on their COVID rules still to this day. So in San Francisco and Los Angeles, you think people are going to be gathering in the spring to watch a concert? I kind of doubt it.
Yeah. Well, why wouldn't the fair be able to do concerts outside of the fair? You know what I mean? Because they have the venue there. It's ready to go. Of course, I know they do a lot of rodeo and stuff like that in that arena.
But it's easy to switch over.
Right. But
double up?
Yeah.
Double up? Man, could you imagine? All of a sudden, the California Mid-State Fairgrounds, or the event center, as they like to call it in Paso Robles, will be taking on their mates 3 miles down the road at the Vina Robles Amphitheater. It'll be crazy.
Plus, you got Vina. You got Avila Beach, which can do concerts. Yeah. Santa Maria Fair Park.
I mean, listen, these artists need to get out and make some money, so there's going to be a lot of people looking to just fill their plates.
And you know what? If somebody said, hey, I got some tickets to go see a Creed show right now, you want to go?
I think I'd say yes.
I think I might go. It's some live music. I probably wouldn't be that bad. I can socially interact with people.
Nope.
I'd invite you, Jeff.
I'm not going to Creed.
Come on, we can go. We can make fun of it. Have you heard Scott Stapp sing?
No, of course he has.
Today is Nacho Day. Hashtag, where's your favorite place to get nachos?
My home oven.
Oh, you like? I don't like oven nachos.
I don't like cheddar cheese. Or it has to be nacho cheese sauce for me. With jalapenos, probably Taco Bell.
Taco Bell's your favorite place to get nachos?
I think so. Oh, yeah, I like the loaded nachos.
So if we're going budget, my favorite place to get nachos is 7-Eleven because I get to dictate what goes on the nachos.
I don't even go into 7-Eleven. I haven't been to 7-Eleven so long. I forgot they had them.
7-Eleven nachos are so
Because you have
bomb.
that pump thing, right?
Yeah.
You just pump the cheese on.
But the problem is, like, 50% of the time the cheese is like bad. So you have to like catch it when it's good. And then sometimes you get that chili cheese or that chili, whatever it is that comes out of the tube. Right next to it.
Yeah.
That's so bomb. That's so good. Sit there and I make it ends up being like, I put so much cheese and chili on it. It ends up being like nacho lasagna. It's like the nachos just get soaking wet and you have to eat it with a fork. That's how you do nachos, my friend. That's how you celebrate National Nacho Day. If you're going on a budget. But if you're going to go big time nachos.
Black Sheep.
I've
never had better nachos.
You know what I'm going to try?
And you know what they do?
I've not tried Federico's nachos. I'm going to go try some nachos.
Oh, do they have nachos over there?
Federico's,
yeah. We've only had the tacos.
Fresh Mex place. I would imagine that they do. Let's check their menu.
Black Sheep does, you can get nacho cheese sauce in the middle. And then they do oh, man, I tell you.
In the middle?
Yeah, well, I asked for it in the middle. They do like a layer of chips and nacho cheese sauce, a bunch of stuff, and then they'll do another layer of chips and then stuff on top.
Oh, it's kind of like when you get the buttery on the popcorn and then you say,
yes,
fill it up halfway and put some butter in the middle of it.
Yes.
And then, okay.
Instead of just on top. Great analogy. So, anyways, those are the best restaurant nachos
Chef's
that
nachos
I've ever had.
Choice of beef, chicken, or asada with beans, cheese, guacamole, and pico de gallo. Sour cream, right there.
How do you say pico de gallo again?
Pico de gallo.
There you go. That sounds better.
Or what about nacho fries? They have that at Federico's too.
Hey, what is going on the text line, Camo? I hear this thing popping off. Is there anything worth talking about?
We got one guy asking us for the word. He missed the word. And we have people dropping, let me see, Willie says that Jeremy had a great idea. We should sell tickets. The stadium should start selling tickets. We should look into getting something going for KZOZ and local bands.
Okay, yeah, agree.
I think I agree with that one.
After Eddie Van Halen passed, we talked to Gary Kramer. He's opening up a performance space at the Guitar Cellars there off of Riverside. He sees the need for venues on the horizon. It's like, I'll just buy this building behind me here.
Let's get Nickelback on over there.
I don't know if you're...
I can't wait to see Gary's new venue space. I'm calling a person that keeps texting in they want the word. And they're harassing me now, so I'm going to harass them. They better answer if they want the word. Hello? If you don't answer this phone, I'm not going to give you the word.
Ooh.
Oh, hello.
Don't threaten her with a good time.
All right, what is your name? First name, please.
Carmen, Carmen.
And you want the word for the 9 o'clock hour?
Yes, I do.
Can you give me any words from the first 3 hours of the show?
Okay, I don't remember the first one. I was up at 6 and I put it in. It doesn't show, it just turns black. So I put in the sell or call and then final.
Okay.
I wrote those down.
All right, are you ready? I'm going to give you the word. I believe you. I believe we have a lot of people trying to scam us, Carmen.
I'm not. I've been driving everybody crazy out the last 2 weeks trying to get the word every hour.
I'm going to give you the 9 o'clock
Carmen,
word.
I'm telling you right now, fraud is all the rage right now.
Okay, thanks for knowing.
Are you ready?
Driving everybody crazy. Yeah.
I'm going to give it to you and everybody else. Would you like that?
Yes, that'd be great.
Or would you like me just to text it to you so everybody else that missed it doesn't get the word, so you have a better chance of winning the $1,000? What would you like to do?
I'm not me. I'm good karma. Tell everybody.
See, that's the way to do it.
This is how you're going to win, Carmen.
Yeah.
Right here.
Just like
Carmen.
All right, here we go. The word for the 9 o'clock hour is words.
How did I get words out of work? I don't know. Thank you very much.
I don't know. We said,
you have a good day.
WORDS. All right, bye, Carmen. Have a great weekend.
You too.
See how nice we can be?
We can be nice if you're honest. I like honesty. All right? I don't like this deception. I don't like fraud. I don't like it in the radio show. I don't like it in my elections. I don't like it anywhere.
Can we just get everything to be on the up and up, please?
Oh, we're getting all worked up today.
Now, we got into it with Seth earlier. He's going to be back in here in 15 minutes. And who's to say it's not going to... I told him to go do his homework. I bet he did, and now he's going to come give it to me.
It's going to be blood.
And I don't have time to do that much homework, so I don't know what's going to happen. Might just have to take it. All right, Stones, Pink Floyd. We got $20 to go to Federico's, where they have the chef's nachos, where you get a choice of chicken, asada, carne asada, that is, I'm sure. They do pork on it?
Yeah, they'll do beef, chicken, or asada. And then they also have carne asada nacho fries, which is beef on your fries. How's that?
Yes.
With some nacho sauce.
Ugh, my arteries.
Dude, fries and nacho sauce? Oh
Served with a side of warm red sauce.
That's
Yeah.
I'm in to win there.
93.3 KZOZ Rocks.
Fresh Max. 805-543-3693 are the numbers to get through right now. Go ahead, Camo.
Okay, what do we all, as people on this show, hate paying for?
All right. Hi, what's your name?
Jason,
Hey, Jason, what was it?
water. You guys hate paying for water.
I would accept water. Would you accept that, Jeff?
Yeah, those one
Yeah,
of the
Or
two.
sorry, purified or sparkling water, to be more specific.
Yeah. We also said parking. We hate
Parking's
parking.
another thing that we can't stand.
Oh, yeah.
Paso just brought in like meters a couple months ago, and I don't understand it.
I know, I don't either. Every time I'm there, I my plan is to plead the fifth and ignorance as well in the same process. Whatever, I just park and I look at the sign, and it's like something about downloading an app, and then I'm like, never mind. I'm just going to park here like it's normal, and then go.
The app makes it easier, though, because literally your card can be attached to that, and you just put the space in.
But isn't it like the first hour's free or something like that? First 2 hours are
I
free.
think it might be the first 2
First
hours.
2 hours are free.
At the parking structure?
No, in Paso.
Oh, gee, I got
So-
here late. Sorry.
Nothing I'm doing is going to be for more than 2 hours, so why do I need to register it?
And what's funny is it's free on weekends when it's most popular. So it's like, why do they even? What? They're going to be taxing me, the dude who works down there.
Well, you know-
I'm making you the money.
So the people that are being discouraged from parking and taking up all the spots are the people that work down there, because if they take up all the spots, then people that can't park close can't go into the businesses, and then therefore,
it's just to discourage the people like Cameron that work downtown.
that are going to be there for 8 hours.
From what I've heard.
taking up parking spots
Is this
I
only
park-
during the day?
on the weekdays.
Yeah.
I guess I haven't been there in the day in a long time.
I can't remember either. I did this like a year ago. And I want to say that you're supposed to register your spot, and they're not going to charge you unless you've been there after. I don't know.
Your spot?
Yeah, everything's
Wow,
marked.
I'm way out of touch.
Everything's
So-
marked, so you get you're in spot G5 or something.
Oh, and you get that every time?
I think so.
I didn't even want to deal with it last time I was up there during the day. So what I did is I went and parked back behind the movie theaters,
Oh, yeah.
and then walked through that little alleyway between the bistros
Yep.
there and the candy shop. And then I was right
I
downtown.
do that down here. I park 2 blocks away. You were talking about you'll walk 10 blocks. I mean,
Yes.
there's just something about
And
it.
I swear they're putting more meters out because I feel like I have to keep walking further.
In San Luis Obispo,
They
the
probably are.
expansion of meters is slowly crawling out from the marsh/High
And how about that
corridor.
damn parking garage before they took when they only took cash? I would say, yeah, I don't have any cash on me. They're like, it's just $1. I'm like, sorry, I don't have
And?
$1 on me. What do you want me to do? Just go.
Oh, wow.
Well,
I'm like, well,
They made me fill out a form once when I didn't have any money.
oh, really?
Yeah, I'm like,
Must have got the lazy woman.
she's like, no, you got to fill out this form, and then we're going to charge you $15 if you don't pay it by a certain date. And I was like, so you want me to bring $1 down here? Yeah, and they're like, yep. I was like, fine.
Did they check any ID when you filled out the form? Because you could have put anybody's.
No, they take your license plate.
Is that their version of taking the pennies out at the cash register and covering your overage?
I guess so. It was the strangest thing. I was like, all right, well, we're going to waste everybody's time for my $1. Okay.
I just don't understand why it's been free and why it doesn't stay free. I mean, people use it. The city benefits from it because they get tax revenue from businesses that can stay in business because people have a place to park.
You have to pay for the upkeep of the
Well,
structure.
you saw where the Sundays used to be free down here. Now they haven't been for a long time, right?
Right, yes. Because it's a busy day, and they know they can make money on that day.
I do park in the garage, and I will pay the whatever it is.
Well, it's kind of hard to find a spot, a few blocks
First
away
hour's
from-
free, right? So if we're eating somewhere, I'm like, hey, come on, let's go. Let's go, Charlene.
So my wife always
Get the
pays,
dog bag, right?
my wife always pays at either a meter or the parking garage downtown. But if I'm meeting them downtown, like say I'm like doing something at work and they happen to be downtown, I will always park like 3 or 4
Well,
blocks
yeah,
away,
'cause
and
that-
then walk to meet them, and she gets so mad at me.
That clock in your head's going off. You're thinking, oh, how long is that, that money good for? Or now, I guess with the card, I guess you don't have that, but I would still know that there's money
it is, 'cause
being.
with the card, you have to put
Say
in
how much?
the amount of time you think you're going to be there for.
So
then
it shows
it's
what a
like-
cheapskate I am. I don't even know how it works. So.
What do you hate paying for? Is there
I think
anything?
you guys brought up water, right?
Yeah.
Water's the worst.
I'll drink
when
out
you
of
go
the
to a
tap.
restaurant?
You talk about the hotel charges. I'll drink out of the tap.
Yes.
The hell with that.
The worst is, they're like, here's this bottle of water we put out for you that's at room
Yeah, and
temperature.
as soon as you touch it, yeah, and when you touch it, that guy shows up at the door, right?
Oh, because the sensor goes
Yeah.
off. Yeah, Vegas.
I'm just here to replenish your water. I'm like, I just moved this so I can put my suitcase down, dude.
Jeff and I went to do a UFC fight at the Mandalay Bay so long ago. But
Little did you know.
he moved something on the desk.
Yes, I bumped the
And the
Pringles.
guy was knocking on the door in 5 minutes.
I bumped the Pringles on the little snack tray there, and they were a little cattywampus, and the guy shows up at the door. He's like, hey, just here to replenish your Pringles. And I'm like, we didn't need no Pringles.
And we can't count votes. Something ain't right here.
Yeah, you got to get the people at MGM to start counting the votes.
The Pringle guy.
They know when
Hey,
the
something,
Pringles
yeah.
are
Efficient,
moved
such
over
efficiency.
an inch.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, my point earlier when I blew up the show off air was that the automatically assuming there's foul play. I guess that's the thing about this whole vote counting. That the automatic assumption is there's foul play.
No, I just think-
Somebody's cheating.
I just think if there's question and there's some kind of evidence behind the question, why doesn't it get investigated or just recounted? I mean,
Because
don't we
one
wanna
side
make-
says yes, one side says no. One
But what-
side says
don't-
stop the vote.
in the
That's
end-
why. I mean, it's not a good reason, but that's
Well,
why.
in the end,
but
don't we
here's the
just want to
difference.
make sure we get it right?
Here's the difference. They took it to a third party, which is a judge. This is why we have judges. He looked at the evidence they had, and he felt like there was enough evidence to look into it.
Was this
So-
in a particular state?
So we'd have to go back and look into it. Yes, Pennsylvania.
It was
right now.
Pennsylvania, okay.
I think Georgia is also, but I'm not.
Well, that's
I'm
like
not
a dead
sure.
heat. That's going to be a recount.
The
for sure.
information is coming and going so fast that it's really hard to follow. So my thing is, I'm like, all right, well, let's just wait and see what happens.
Yeah, but the wait part is.
But if you watch the episode of Parks and Rec when Leslie Knope beats Bobby Newport in a very contested race.
Yes, for
In
city
a
council.
very hotly contested race for city council seat. Bobby Newport on the first count ended up winning by 25 votes. But on the recount, because it was a mandated recount, on the recount, Leslie Knope ended up winning by 25 votes.
So the recount screwed him.
Bobby Newport, yes.
Well,
Bobby Newport.
Right is right, right?
Right is
You're
right.
saying get it right.
You just want to make sure that you get it right.
Wasn't there one of those episodes where they lost by a vote, but it turned out one of them didn't vote?
Well, that was
One of the candidates?
That was going to be the case in that one, but I think they changed the script.
I just think everyone needs to prepare themselves to not know anything for a while and a lot of drama. There's
I'd
gonna be a
rather
lot of
get
drama.
it right than get it quick. I think with everything in
What
life.
I'm afraid of is it's going to get to the point where people are going to get hurt or die.
The
in
extremes.
in protesting and all that kind of stuff. I hope that doesn't happen. Because I was thinking, God, think about this. The outcome of this and decisions by one party or the other is going to end up costing someone their life.
That's where
That's
it's wrong.
dark. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
it's
know,
Friday,
but
but I'm
bad
just
enough.
saying it.
Friendships.
No,
It
it's
could be a reality. It
It
sucks.
is a very real outcome.
I mean, you're seeing people in the same families and your lifelong friends all of a sudden taking sides, and it's just, yeah.
Oh, we asked, did you lose any friends or family over your difference in politics? I think we have over 100 responses, and 99%
You touched
of them
the nerve.
are yes.
The pulse of the listener, yep.
That, they've lost friends or family. That's just silly.
On the other hand, it's Friday.
All right, Seth's up next. He's got another word for you.
I got a word for you.
All right, Cameron. Not Cameron. What was her name? Carmine? What was her name? She just called. I had to give her the word. Be ready.
Her name was Carmen.
Carmen, not
I don't know
Cameron.
many women named Carmine.
Or Carmine.
I'm going to call it. Give me $20.
Yes, you do.
Every code.
Remember in college we had that woman that worked for that real estate place where we take the rent? Her name was Carmine.
See,
No
and it's
way.
stuck.
Remember
No
she was
way.
a big woman.
Her name was Carmine?
Yeah, her name was Carmine.
I had no idea.
Sure she was a woman?
That's
She had a
why-
mustache, right?
That's why
Everybody
she was so
hated
bitter.
her because it was where you dropped your rent off. DRA was the place. They
Oh,
were
yeah.
they were a whatever
Well,
you call
imagine
it.
her job. Yeah.
Oh,
collection
terrible.
fee. Yeah.
I actually decided
Might as well
to go
work
in
for the
there,
parking ticket
kill her
place.
with kindness, and she was always really nice to me. And if we had to be late with the
Because you
rent,
were
she
the
was
one.
cool. She was cool. So, anyways, all right, Seth's up next. He's got another word for you. And Money for Nothing brought to you by Perry Ford. Have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday.